Okay, so this is where I think happiness is a stupid word. All right, so basically, I've been encountering a guy called Arthur Brooks. This guy used to be the head of the American Enterprise Institute, I think, and he's like some intellectual bigwig. And you even find him on this the stupid ARC conference with one of my favorite people, Mr. Peterson. Anyway, so this guy has made a sort of a name for himself, it seems now, of going around promoting the term happiness. Okay, why happiness is significant, and I think it sort of works into the broader zeitgeist of people looking for happiness. First of all, the term happiness is an age-old question. We all know it. And oftentimes, the concept itself is articulated by people who are at a certain stage in life, okay? People who have done certain things, who have accomplished certain things, more critically, have entered a certain period in their life where, the pertinent considerations, the real considerations, the real life issues are no longer significant. Now, in the case of Arthur Brooks, this guy is, I don't know, 60 or 70, and he's, well, clearly past his prime, okay? I mean, how can I say? He's not someone who's living for the moment. He's not someone who's, driven by material, existential, sensual, relational, political considerations. Okay, this guy has lived his life. Okay, and I'm seeing a theme here. Okay, when it comes to, in this case, Arthur Brooks, and I'm sure other people as well, Bishop Barron as well, someone who I'll get into in a future video. What you have with all these people is that these guys have nothing much to live for, materialistically speaking, relationally speaking, sensually speaking. Okay, they've kind of done it. More critically, they don't have it in them anymore. Okay, either they're too old, too worn out, they're retired, or they're pretty much they never had it to begin with. Okay, which I think quite applies aptly for, I don't know, celibate priests and so on. So the issue I'm seeing here now with the whole idea of the whole happiness industry is that it is not really pertinent to our considerations. If you're a man, if you're young, if you're aspirational, if you're driven, if you're alive, okay, if you have a pulse, okay, particularly if you're heteronormative, let's put it that way, these are not pertinent issues. And critically, this sort of boils down to the main problem we have with the term happiness, is that happiness itself is the issue, okay? Ultimately in life, you're not really looking for happiness, okay? You're looking for solutions, you're looking for answers, you're looking for remedies, you're looking for resolutions, okay? You're there to fulfill your inadequacies, okay? If you're hungry, you need food. If you're lonely, you need companionship. If you're homeless, you need a house, okay? And that's the base level. Then you build on that, okay? You need a better house, a better home, better food, okay? Better relationships, better networks, higher net worth, okay? Higher income, etc., etc. So this works into the the forbidden money, power, pleasure, honor, which again Arthur Brooks, rather typical of him, he's probably an acolyte of Bishop Barron, propounds. But the problem is this, okay? It's not about happiness ultimately. It's about what you want out of life. That may or may not lead to happiness. That's secondary. In fact, happiness is not even a consideration. What matters is your ability, your capacity, your willingness to fulfill your basic and then higher needs and wants. And the happiness question does not help you address it.